Have you ever wondered why economies rise and fall, why some nations seem to surge ahead while others lag behind? You see, the world of economies is a fascinating, complex system. They dance to the rhythm of numerous factors, all intertwined in a delicate balance. Population growth, natural resources, technological innovations, political strategies, and societal trends, all these elements and more play their part in the grand performance of an economy. Take a moment, for instance, to consider the vast economic landscape of our world. There are countries rich in resources, yet struggling with poverty. Then there are nations with scarce resources, yet flourishing with technological prowess and human capital. It's a global economic ballet, choreographed by the intricate interplay of countless factors. Then there are the economic superpowers, countries that have managed to harmonize these factors to their advantage. China, for instance, has been a rising economic supernova. Over the past few decades, China has moved from the periphery to the center stage of the global economic theater, boasting unprecedented growth and influence. But here's the twist in the tale. Some analysts predict a decline in China's economic performance in the year 2026. Yes, you heard it right. The dragon that has been breathing fire in the world's economic skies might be heading for a dip, a prediction that surely raises eyebrows and piques curiosity. What could possibly cause such a shift in China's economic trajectory? Could it be a population shift, a resource crunch, a technological hurdle, or a socio-political change? Or could it be a combination of these? These are fascinating questions, aren't they? Questions that we will explore as we journey through this video. So keep watching until the end for the answer. And while you're here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give a thumbs up if you're enjoying the content. It's just a 3-second action for you, but it means the world to us. So, are you ready to unravel the mysteries of the global economic stage and the wonder of China's rise and predicted fall? Let's dive right in. How did China become an economic powerhouse in just a few decades? It's a question that has fascinated economists and global observers alike. So let's dive into the journey that has seen China rise from a closed, centrally planned system to an open, market-oriented one. In the late 20th century, China began implementing economic reforms under the leadership of Deng Xiaoping. These reforms were focused on modernizing China's economy and opening it up to the world. They started in the agricultural sector, where the commune system was dismantled in favor of a household responsibility system. This move led to a significant increase in agricultural productivity, which fueled the rural economy. The success of these agricultural reforms paved the way for further changes in the urban sector. State-owned enterprises were restructured, and China gradually opened up to foreign investment. Special economic zones were established, offering tax incentives and simplified customs procedures to attract foreign businesses. These zones became hotbeds of manufacturing and exports, driving China's economic growth. But what truly propelled China's economic rise was its investment in human capital and infrastructure. The government prioritized education, leading to a massive and well-educated workforce. At the same time, massive infrastructure projects were undertaken to facilitate trade and commerce. Through these strategies, China's economy has grown at an unprecedented rate. Today, it's the world's second-largest economy, with a GDP that has increased more than tenfold since the start of the reforms. China's economic rise is a testament to the power of market-oriented reform, strategic investment, and a commitment to education. But it's not just about economics. It's about a nation's ability to transform itself, to adapt, and to seize opportunities. Now that we understand the rise, what could trigger the predicted fall of China's economy? Stay tuned as we delve into the factors that analysts believe could herald a downturn for this economic titan. It's a complex puzzle with global implications, and we'll be piecing it together in the next chapter. What signs are leading analysts to predict a downturn in China's economy by 2026? Now that's a question that's been making rounds in economic circles lately. Analysts are pointing to a few key indicators that suggest a potential economic dip in China. Notably, there are demographic issues, debt levels, and potential political instability. Demographic issues top the list. China's one-child policy, in effect from 1979 to 2016, has led to a significant age imbalance. With a booming elderly population and a dwindling workforce, the pressure on the social security and healthcare systems is increasing. This demographic shift could potentially slow down economic growth. Debt levels in China are another cause for concern. China's debt to GDP ratio has been on a steady climb, reaching over 300% in 2020. This is a level many economists consider unsustainable. The fear is that if the debt continues to grow at this rate, it could lead to a financial crisis, which would inevitably impact the overall economy. And then there's the matter of potential political instability. China's economic growth has been largely dependent on a stable political environment. However, as the country faces increasing international scrutiny and internal pressures, this stability could be threatened. Political instability often results in economic uncertainty, which could contribute to a downturn. But it's not all doom and gloom. China has proven before that it can adapt and thrive amidst challenges. Its leaders are aware of these issues and have been implementing reforms in an attempt to mitigate these risks. They've relaxed the one-child policy, initiated measures to handle debt, and have shown resilience in the face of political pressures. However, the question remains, are these measures enough to prevent an economic downturn? Or are we witnessing the early signs of a decline that could shake the global economy? But can these factors truly lead to a decline in China's economy? Well, that's a question only time can answer. For now, all we can do is watch, analyze, and anticipate. What would the impact of a decline in China's economy be on the rest of the world? This question may seem hypothetical, but its implications are very real. Let's dive into the intricacies of global markets first. China, being the world's second largest economy, plays a significant role in global trade and finance. A downturn in China could send shockwaves through global markets. As investors pull back, stock markets globally could see a downturn. The domino effect doesn't stop there. The decline in stock markets might lead to reduced consumer spending, which in turn could slow down economies worldwide. Moving on to trade, China is a major player, being the largest exporter and the second largest importer of goods. A decline in China's economy could lead to reduced demand for goods from countries that heavily rely on Chinese imports. This can affect the economies of these countries, potentially leading to job losses and slowing economic growth. But the impact isn't limited to just economics. A decline in China's economy could also have significant geopolitical implications. With less economic clout, China's influence in global affairs could wane. This might lead to a shift in power dynamics, particularly in Asia, where China has been a dominant force. However, it's not all doom and gloom. A decline might also open up opportunities for other emerging economies to step up and fill the void. Countries like India, Brazil, and others might seize the opportunity to boost their own economies and increase their influence on the global stage. The potential impact of a decline in China's economy is far-reaching. It's not just about China's internal affairs, but about the interconnectedness of our global economy. A decline in one major economy can have a ripple effect, impacting countries and people far beyond its borders. As we can see, the ripple effects of such a decline could be felt far beyond China's borders. Now let's circle back to our initial question. What could possibly cause such a shift in China's economic trajectory? The reasons are manifold and interconnected, creating a complex web of economic factors that might make it difficult for anyone to navigate. Let's break it down. Firstly, we have the demographic challenge. The one-child policy implemented by China for over 3 decades has led to a population imbalance. The country is now facing the reality of an aging population with fewer young people to support the economy. This could lead to a decrease in productivity and an increase in social welfare costs. Secondly, there's the issue of debt. Over the past 2 decades, China has accumulated a substantial amount of debt in an effort to stimulate economic growth. While this has been successful to some extent, it's also led to a precarious situation. If not managed carefully, this debt could become a ticking time bomb, leading to to a potential economic crisis. Next, we have the question of sustainability. China's rapid industrialization has brought with it significant environmental costs. As the world moves towards greener economies, China's reliance on fossil fuels and heavy industries could become a liability, potentially hampering its economic growth. Lastly, there's the factor of global relations. China's assertive stance on the global stage has led to strained relations with several countries. This could result in economic sanctions or reduced trade, further affecting China's economy. While these factors paint a potentially grim picture, it's important to remember that economies are not static. They evolve, adapt, and sometimes surprise us. China has proven its resilience time and again, and it's entirely possible that it will find ways to navigate these challenges. While the future can't be predicted with certainty, understanding these factors can help us make sense of these predictions. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more amazing content and keep wondering. Don't miss out on future explorations and discoveries. Hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay updated with our new content. Your journey of wonder continues with every video. Stay connected and engaged on social media. Continue the conversation, follow us. Thank you for being a part of the Have You Ever Wondered community. Keep wondering, keep discovering. Until next time.